It's half almost of the month of Ramadan. We ask Allah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us the strength to complete this month in good spirit, inshallah. To complete this month with good health, inshallah. Complete this month with an ijtihad, with a striving that is better than that which has passed us by. A striving that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam did in the month of Ramadan more than what he did in the beginning of the month of Ramadan. And this ijtihad wasn't just physical. So some may understand it as the ijtihad being physical. It's not just the ijtihad that was physical, but this was the ijtihad of the nafs also. The ijtihad of the nafs. That how am I going to persevere in abstaining from lies? How am I going to persevere in abstaining from that which is displeasing? How am I going to persevere in abstaining from that which is unliked or disliked by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? How am I going to persevere with my children? How am I going to persevere with my wives? How am I going to persevere with my family? How am I going to persevere as a good neighbor? Am I going to be strong enough to even do more better than what I was this 2 weeks that has passed us by? And the 2 weeks ahead of us, because our neighbor already saw us to be different. Am I strong enough to hold that sabr, to be even more better than what I was in the beginning, so that what I can do better at the end? May Allah gift us that, inshallah, ameen. And hence the Prophet ﷺ, this ijtihad that was spoken about in the ahadith, is not just a physical ijtihad where people assume that the Prophet ﷺ went basically stronger in his strength and he did more. No, it wasn't just physically strength, but was a spiritual strength when the Prophet ﷺ encouraged his Sahaba Ridwanullahi ta'ala ajma'in, as good as you were in the first 2 weeks, you now need to be even more better in the next 2 weeks. May Allah give us that. Ameen Rabbil Alameen. So this ijtihad is very difficult. It may sound easy because I may have recited one page as an example. I can just do 2, it's no brainer. But this ijtihad is more of nafs. So this ijtihad is based on, Sheikh I spoke about you today. So this ijtihad that this ijtihad that we are speaking about, that this perseverance and this drive that we are speaking about, is about the nafs also. And the nafs can start playing tricks with you. So someone said to me the other day, or this afternoon, that so and so is doing this and so is doing that. You're not making ijtihad. You're not persevering, you're not working hard, you're not striving hard enough to stay away from shahna. You know what is shahna? When you have ill thoughts of other people. You then becoming worse. Instead of becoming better, you're becoming worse. Because you feel that you've done so much and others have been doing less, so you are now better than others. Doesn't work like it. You're supposed to now become better and not look at what others are doing to what you are doing. Why are they doing less and I'm doing more? Don't they know more is better for them because Qiyamah they will need the more? So what are you currently doing? You are now having the shahna. You are having now this egoistic, is that the English word? Approach, where you are now better. Because now you're doing more, and we ask Allah preserve us and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from that, inshallah, ameen. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he will conclude in 2 points. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, إِذَا قَدَرْتَ أَن تُصْبِحْ وَتَمْسَلْ لَيْسَ فِي قَلْبِكَ غِشٌّ لِأَحَدٍ فَافْعَلْ وَذَلِكَ مِنَ السُّنَّةِ. The Sahaba narrate, they say that if you can go to bed at night and you can wake up in the morning with the same heart, with a heart that has no ill feelings with everyone, then that is the real sunnah of Sayyidina Muhammad. May Allah give us that, inshallah. You go to bed at night with no ill feelings of no one. Whether he's a less or whether he's a more, or whether you have ill feelings of no one. We are all equal. We ask Allah, and Allah increase us in taqwa, inshallah. So when they speak about Jude, and this is what I want to mention, and I said this about yesterday that we're going to touch on it. So Jude, when you speak about generosity, they say the Prophet ﷺ generosity narrated by Abdullah ibn Abbas was such as the free-flowing wind. That's how they describe it. It's like in Afrikaans they say like a veegeliking, free-flowing wind. It was so, the Prophet ﷺ was so generous that the Sahaba, subhanallah, ridwanullahi ajma'in, could not keep up with the generosity of Sayyidina Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So there's 3 types of generous people. You get the first generous person, which is a kareem. So we must categorize ourselves as which category do I fit in? How generous am I? So the kareem is someone who gives when he's asked. That is kareem. As-sakhi is someone who gives more than what is asked. And al-jud, the one who is most generous, is the one who gives without being asked. So where are we? Are we kareem, which is good? Or we sakhi, which is also good? But over al-Jud, which was the noble character of Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, giving without even being asked sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And that is the qualities of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Al-Jawad is Allah. Now what's the quality of Allah? Allah is Al-Jawad, the most generous. He gave you without you even asking. He blessed you without you even asked to be blessed. He gifted all of us to be among the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam without any request. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah make us of Al-Kareem inshallah. May Allah make us As-Sakhi inshallah. May Allah make us Jawad inshallah, ameen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strengthen us more in the days ahead of us inshallah, ameen. So that we can be a means of guidance towards others inshallah. Others can see the beauty of this beauty of Islam and the beauty of Ramadan inside the month as well as outside the month. Ameen Rabbil Alameen wa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam Muhammadin alhamdulillah.